Yeah, I have a PhD. A pretty huge... Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails. Today we have my first episode of my first match of my top 8 group. I made it to the top 8 on the leaderboards, and we're facing... Everyone in my group has over 700,000 more GP than me. I have a 11.1 million GP, and it's just pretty crazy. Here's the fight, folks. Let's go into it, shall we? So you can see the compare here. My mods aren't that much worse, at least not on the very, very top, though you can see they get worse. Okay, here's my opponent's zones. See, General Skywalker, a Sortie with the new Kron, Jabba, Rey with Hoda, and then Traya with Savage team, which is pretty scary. Up top, we have Maul, Tuskens, Jedi Training Rey, Qui-Gon, Jin with Kenobi and all of that, and then, of course, General Grievous with Droidica. So we're going to start by saying, I placed 4 Galactic Legends. I don't have that many Galactic Legends to give, so we need to be pretty cautious. I don't know what he's got in the back zone, but he's got Rey. He's got a ton of health on her, tons and tons and tons, and with Hoda, that makes it even more difficult. We need to get to the point where, okay, Rey is in damage immunity. Great. Wonderful. And then we need to, first off, well, we're in a tricky spot because we need her to take a turn soon. You can see my mouse gesturing there, where we needed to get rid of all of that inspired on her. But we can't because she's in damage immunity, and you have to do crits to do that, to get rid of it. And every time because she has inspired, she also has, every time we don't get rid of it and we gain turn meter, they're gaining mastery. So it's kind of a mess. Now we need to get Ben into damage immunity, and then I guess just get Hoda there too. She's gonna pop her ult here pretty soon. That's not really preventable. So the question is, can we eat the ult, or do we do the Star Destroyer? Now, I decided to heal early on and sacrifice. We weren't going to get max banners at this point, but, we just got to kill this squad for whatever banners we can, and that means that once she pops her ult, we need to survive that ult, which we're trying to do right here. Look at us. We're pretty fancy, I think. Just trying to figure out what we want to do here. Decided to put healing immunity on Ben, so we could just take him out, and then we could take Rey out. Hoda goes away, 64. Pretty cut and dry. He had, I think it was like 74% extra health. It was like 300,000 health on Rey, something obscene. That might be exaggerating a tiny bit. Alright, so we gotta kill Skywalker. We've done this a lot this season, using Maul. One thing to keep in mind here, folks, is that this is a little more difficult than it kind of looks. Rex is usually way faster than we can replicate with armor. Even in 3s, it's very challenging, but we do have a Datacron that gives armor extra speed because we have 2 dark side allies, and I have her modded to be the quote-unquote weakest. And so what we're doing here is just, kill the... Once she goes first, she's able to get armor shred onto Skywalker. You'll see that it's gone now. Even though armor shred is not technically considered a debuff, he still gets rid of it. And we got to do this. One thing I should point out too, folks, that I didn't immediately say was this is against another content creator. He streams. His name is inFinem. He's on Twitch, and he's a good player. Everyone in the top 8 is just insane, guys. Just totally off their rockers good. So, alright, here's just some of the tactical situation we have, folks, is they have a can't revive from scoundrel kills Datacron, and my Afra has been struggling against really good Jabba teams lately, and this one, of course, has the Omicron on Chrysanthemum. It has Relic 8 on Boosh with a ton of really strong, hard-hitting everything, and so what I decided was I can't afford to use Afra here because she'll probably just die to Boosh or something, because I haven't been playing it well. I'm missing some component of understanding on this squad, or maybe my Relic 7 Afra team just doesn't cut it against the opponents that I've been facing lately. I mean, I know that I have a lot of GP and a lot of relics and everything, but the people I'm facing have like way more than me. It's I mean, 700,000 GP worth of just relic 8 and 9 more than me is actually a crazy amount. It's a whole lot. And so what I decided to do, we have to use 2 GLs. Well, we have to kill this GL, Jabba, and then we have to kill there's a Traya squad with Savage that we have to kill. And what I've decided was Supreme Leader Kylo can kill this Jabba team. But we have to save Rey for the back zone, and we have to save Sith Eternal for the back zone, just in case he put Jedi Master Kenobi, or he put Rey back there, or maybe not Rey, but something. So we have to save that. So what I decided was, I think the Afra with her current Datacron is going to be able to kill this Traya Savage team, even though they have really high relics. Relic 8 on Savage, I think 7 or 8 on Traya. We'll see that in just a minute. But I figured Afra could kill this squad because you take so many turns with it, with the current Datacron set. Oh gosh, he dodged. That is so brutal, man. Oh wow, I don't remember that. I feel betrayed a little bit, betrayed a little bit. But yeah, okay. So killed Savage, wonderful. I really need to just keep going, steal those cooldowns as much as possible. And yeah, we have doubt on them. Let's kill. Okay. Wonderful. Nihilus is gone. He gone. And now, here we go. We got a 56. Really bad banners with Supreme Leader Kylo, but kind of evened it out a little bit with Traya there. And then they have this Sortie squad, and I actually don't think this is the best counter, but it is decent. I mean, it's very effective here. Using Traya, we're using Nihilus Lead because we want banners, right? So Nihilus Lead, they don't have any really strong % health damage here. I mean, they have a little bit in the form of what, like their fire, the fire that burning that he can set us on, but there's actually a much cheaper counter to this, folks. You can use Bad Batch on it for decent banners, I think, and I just didn't realize that at the time. So we're using Traya here, and just the idea of Nihilus Lead because we got the initial Annihilate, and remember this is the Sortie Datacron, which means every time Sortie goes, she gives back that the repair or the spare parts ability to her droids. So you have to kill someone, get rid of the spare parts on Sortie, and then it doesn't grow back on Sortie, it grows back on the other droids, and then you just have to kill Sortie, basically. Or you have to kill both droids really fast, just in a row, kind of. And I mean, Traya just does that so nicely. Nihilus gets an immediate Annihilate, and then just, you get Isolate on the one taunting tank if they have it. And then, because it's Nihilus, you don't have a protection banner component, so you automatically get those protection banners. So as long as you have full health, you get 57 and you get perfect banners. So it's not bad. Of course, some people are putting Nihilus on defense, or Traya on defense lately, so it's not always available. But this is a good team. Good team to use on it. At least it's very reliable. I don't know if it's the best. So in the back, look at that. So Supreme Leader Kylo, Jedi Master Kenobi. Everything else is pretty manageable, but those two are pretty rough. Now, here's one I am I'm a little tempted to feel frustrated about. So we outspeed them, and we just have to get the armor's not modded crazy tough. So all we need are a bunch of, like, she has mostly protection. All we needed were 3 punches from Dark Trooper, folks. That's all we needed. We needed 3 punches from Dark Trooper, and we didn't get it. If we had, that we would have, like, this is easily a win. As it is, we're in huge trouble. So if we can get an AoE and kill armor right now, then we win as well, because we fear both Canderous and Maul. But if we don't, then we're screwed, I guess. If we can get the AoE and kill armor, which we didn't do the AoE there, and we did kill armor, so good. But yeah, it's just a little bit less turn meter than Canderous, and we die a really tragic death. This 3 punches from Dark Trooper, which is pretty normal, would have just easily killed that team and gotten us close to max banners. Instead, we have a pretty tricky problem on our hands against a really good player who, you know, it's going to be tough for us to make that up. We'll just say that. So we're using Iden here. This is a really fast Rey team. But, I mean, it's Iden, man. And they didn't have the Kron that makes it so that I can't crit. So I can actually do damage here. So 57, max banners. Iden kind of just negates any speed on Finn, because she just gets 100% turn meter. Now, the Night Sisters have traditionally worked very well for me against Grievous. You want to put Plague on Grievous here. And then, I mean, this particular build works really nicely, as long as old Daka can get a stun on Dooku, or on Grievous. So you can see we got a stun on Grievous, and probably what I should have done with Asajj was just do a basic and try to stun Grievous. But as it was, they ended up shooting old Daka, which is abnormal, and then we didn't even get a kill on the team, which is pretty bad, actually. So, all right, we're using Akira, Kron. I guess the Kira aspect really didn't do anything for us at all, but we do have the Kron where we do extra damage if we try to stun or stagger for Scoundrel, or for Smugglers, which of course Nest is a Smuggler. And remember that Canderous gaining all those stacks of protection up is buffing Nest like crazy. So, I mean, we got a lot of dots on us, but we don't have anything that's too severe. I mean, we have the armor shreds, so they're doing a lot of way more damage, but I mean, easy enough. All right, cool. So we got the cleanup, I guess. All right, Jedi Master Kenobi. We don't want to mess around with this. This is actually a fairly scary one, because, well, if they choose to target, say, the Eternal Emperor, which usually they don't, you just link the 2 ads immediately. The kill, bringing the Geobrood Alpha is really nice, because then you can summon the Brute again after they just one-shot it with Cat, and it's kind of like just negating her initial damage. So, alright, they're killing the Brute, they're doing their thing, that's fine. You can kill Watt, too, I don't care. You can have him just keep charging my ultimate charge, please. Please, sir. Can't resummon the Brute yet. Maybe we can later, who knows. Watt's gone, and that's probably okay. Decided to do the mass assist heal thing because Sith Eternal is about to pop his ult, and you can see they're just focusing on him. And remember, when Kenobi's in his ult, he can they hit underneath Sith protection, and I got real nervous. They almost killed Sith Eternal, even with like a 50% health Kron. They just, I mean, they have such high relics. They're modded so well, and yeah, we almost died there. As it stands, we're still going to get horrible banners, but we're going to get through Kenobi. Alright, and that means we have Rey left to try to kill his Supreme Leader, Kylo. And I haven't done this fight for a while. We really need to keep... I mean, what we need to do is we need to kill all the ads so we can do an ult and kill Supreme Leader Kylo. Now, Kylo had a 70% health Kron. which is pretty dirty, I would say. I would say that qualifies as one of the dirtier things in this game. And, okay, so he's popping his ult. Wonderful. Good for you. And look at this. So he pops his ult, and it kills Ben. So it gets Rey into yellow, and then it kills Ben. Like, it does damage to her first or something, and then it kills him. Like, they didn't give us any recourse at all. So, okay. Pop our ult. Kill Kylo. Thank God that our ult was enough to kill Kylo. 49 banners, though, because we didn't get a single extra banner there, even for health, I don't think. Maybe we did. You guys probably saw it. Now, decided to bring Wampa here. They have the tank revive cron here. And remember, the Droidica cron means whenever he does damage with his special, which is only one attack, but once he does that, then he puts armor shred on his target. So we're doing well all the way until he does his AoE, or his big hit, and now we have armor shred, which is actually a fairly big deal. Like, it means they're doing a lot more damage. So we've already killed Magna Guard once. Magna Guard died, thank goodness. And now it's like, can we survive and kill Grievous? Not really sure. Looked kind of promising for a little bit. Okay, come on guys, kill Droidica. We don't have an option, really. I was like, oh, look at that. 22 dots on Droidica. But we're almost dead. We'll hit him. Maybe if we can live through a hit, then Droidica will just die of sadness. No, not at all. So we have a grievous problem here, guys. It's not good. So let's actually take a break. We're gonna use Hondo with dash lead against this Qui-Gon team. So you put Anakin in timeout with Hondo, and then you can increase everyone's cooldowns with Hondo. And you put Anakin in timeout again because we have the right cron for it, because we can reset all of our cooldowns, and just need to kill Anakin as quick as we can. There we go. Ki-Adi-Mundi, meanwhile, is just laying into poor L3, which is I think Relic 6 L3, and she's just not feeling too happy about all this attention that she's getting. Maybe she is. She kind of seems like she's seeking attention throughout the movie, but you know. All right, 54, pretty good. I mean, I think Qui-Gon. I think that Ki-Adi-Mundi was like 380 speed, so we had to go first. All right, let's use. We don't have a Lord Vader team to kill here, so let's use our Fennec lead bounty hunters and kill these Tuskens. Now, they would have normally revived that Tusken, except we have the node revive cron on the on someone. I guess on the whole squad is what the answer is. I don't know, guys. I mean, probably Mando was enough, frankly. As long as we could pop the ult, though it's taken a while to pop the ult under Fennec. We only have 10% because they're not doing any debuffs to us, so maybe Fennec wasn't the most inspired, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We were able to negate that cron. Alright, so there's a crew team here with First Order TIE Pilot, and I was starting to run out of teams because my defense is pretty thick, and decided to go with Bam, Han, Chewie. Now, normally, you kill the ads, and then you just sit there and wait to die, I guess. Oh gosh, I don't know why I killed First Order TIE Pilot first. Probably should have killed Red there. But alright. Okay, Bam saves the day. Hooray for Bam. The thing is, what we have here, folks, is we have the ability to kill the ads with Han and Chewie, and then normally we would just time out because he is too thick and he recovers too much health and protection for all the stuff, with all the effects that we're doing to him and everything. But the one awesome thing we have is Whistling Birds, which applies tenacity, or not tenacity down, it applies healing immunity, and in this case it just killed him straight up, and that was pretty fancy too. So great. Okay, so let's see, they put a Sana team with Rolo and then Malik here, the no chin wonder. And what I decided to do here was, I mean, as you can see, Jedi Revan, because they don't really, you take what's his name, mace because he's able to slowly chip away with his shatter point and kill, like, the Relic 9. I bet he's Relic 9 on Malik. I don't remember off the top of my head, but, you know, the shatter point helps kill. Yeah, he's Relic 9. Of course he is. He's a huge Relic 9 advantage on us. So now we're just doing things to reduce Malik's max health and protection. So that stun from Luke does it. Every time we hit him with Shatter Point, it also gets rid of 10% of his defense. So over time, we're just slowly going to be chipping away, and Jedi Revan really makes sure that happens. I mean, this works against a lot of teams, and if this is a dark side tank revive, which I kind of don't think this is. I think this is like the Sauna Kron actually, but one way or another, I mean, this is pretty easy. Yeah, 57. Even if it was a tank revive, we'd have plenty of time to finish the squad off. And yeah, okay, so we really got to finish off this Grievous team. We have the Gidme team, and okay, so I wanted to be able to kill Grievous without I didn't want Grievous to go and get rid of that protection up on Padme. So what I decided to do, I decided to just not take a turn with Shakti. So then Padme would go and cash it in for courage. So then, regardless, Shakti would still have that protection up, or that courage, so that she could go and kill Grievous. Now, I doubt this would work against a team with Magna Guard, especially if Magna Guard had more protection than health. But it worked very nicely here. So, hooray for us, hooray for me. Yay. There's nothing too crazy in fleets. So let's kill this final squad. And we'll use this Jedi Training Raid team with Rose Kron. And remember, if we stun with Rose, when they get out of stun, they get death marked. So there you go. Good job, Rose. Killed someone. It's pretty fancy. And yeah, let's just get rid of the debuffs on Hondo. And we're just going to bide our time a little bit. Try to get the stun on, I don't know, probably on Dengar at some point, maybe. Or maybe just get the stun on L3, because, okay, she immediately got rid of it. And then, of course, we hit her and she dispelled the death mark on herself immediately after we did it, but that did a pretty fair amount of damage. Or maybe it was an unfair amount. But I really do like this Jedi Training Raid team with Rose. Like, we don't even have the Omicron on Rose. We have the Datacron, which is pretty good, of course. But yeah, I will say that the Rose Kron is a little bit limited by, if they focus on Rose, if you're not careful, she'll just kill you, or she'll just die immediately. But 56 banners, pretty nice against a weird hodgepodge thrown together squad like that. And now all we've got left are fleets. So let's, I guess this is the one that I was the most nervous about. So let's do it first. Malevolence against the Empire team. We've done this one before, and it's always just a mess. Like, okay, you got to kill Bomber if you can. Of course, Interceptor comes in and ruins everything. We get set on fire. We have buff immunity. We have all the things that are going wrong. I don't have anything to cleanse all that nonsense. So I guess let's get in Spy, and let's just focus down Vader real quick with Spy. That Vulture was gonna die soon anyway, so I figured I'll throw some more buzzies on him, on the Bomber. And all right, have some buzzies there, please, sir. Of course, we missed against the TIE Interceptor, even though he doesn't have any extra dodge. He just dodged for fun. Maybe he had foresight. I might not have caught that. All right. So I decided not to bring in another reinforcement, just because maybe if we, gosh, we're so close, guys. Look at that red. And then, of course, he just kills all of our banners there. We had one hit left. One more, just even one hit, we would have won. But we would have won with pretty good banners. But that wasn't the case. And we got 64. We dropped 9 on that one. Damn it all. Ugh, okay. Not great. Not wonderful. Alright, there's another Empire fleet with Scythe on it, and I was trying to decide who I want to hit. Trying to decide who to hit, and So do we shoot the shuttle or do we shoot the scythe? I mean, the scythe, we have profundity here, so it doesn't seem like much of a challenge, but of course this is the team that is used commonly to counter profundity, so I was a little bit nervous. Decided to just try to kill scythe again anyways, first, and there's the TIE fighter pilot gone. I guess let's just try to kill the shuttle. Okay, we're fancy, 75. And then they have Malevolence, we have Empire. They do have, I think, Spy starting. We still want to shoot the Hyena Bomber first. And then what we can do is we'll do the AoE on Spy to give that little blue taunt on it. So next time we have a turn with Interceptor, we can set Spy on fire as well, which I guess that didn't work. And then we missed with our 2 shots on Spy, even though Spy doesn't have any like extra special dodge necessarily, but alright, we still killed it. 70 banners, gosh. Okay, so I was really hoping to be over, like in the 2000s, but wasn't to be. We ended up with 1986, so we dropped, I don't know, a little less than 100 banners total. Even though we only dropped on 2 squads, we were fairly inefficient against a lot of those Galactic Legends, which really hurt us. And, okay, so my opponent then was going to attack the next day, and I guess I'm just going to go to the game, and we'll see how the final results were, shall we, folks? Let's go take a look-see. Alright, folks, unfortunately, we ended up losing by 19 banners, so that's just one loss, or maybe if I just picked up a few more banners here and there. So, my opponent actually failed a decent amount here, so that he failed on this Finn Zori team. He failed on Malgus, which is a little bit ironic, because he's like, yeah, he kept Malgus, if you guys didn't notice, he kept Malgus for offense. He was like, oh yeah, like, everyone has Malgus solved, so that's why I keep him for offense, and then he failed on my own Malgus. He's Star Killer. In the back, though, he was able to one-shot everything, and that hurt, because we have 3 GLs in the back. We have Commander Luke, and it was just kind of sad. Up top, he failed twice on the bottom, and then he failed once on this Grievous squad. He used Iden, and Grievous alone survived, but he killed Iden, which was pretty cool. That was pretty neat. And then he one-shot fleets for the win. So, I mean, big congrats to my opponent, inFinem. Well played. He had a couple cool counters that I was really counting, guys, on. I was really counting on my Savage lead team with Talon and Malik to survive, and he used this a really cool Bosk lead team to just delete this and pick this squad up for free. And I thought that we were going to I thought he was gonna this usually costs people a Galactic Legend, and the fact that he just got it for free totally derailed all of my defensive plans. Just killed me here. Just really sad, honestly. I'm still a tiny bit salty about it. But whatever. Not against him. Just that saved him a Galactic Legend to solve problems with in the back, and he managed to do it. He also, I was hoping he would use Mace. In the past, he's used Mace to kill the Zori team, like a Jedi Knight Luke team with Mace on it, and instead he used Bastila, which if my team was better, I don't think that would have flown. But because my team is just not as good as a lot of the people at this level, and his mods and relics are crazy, he got through it barely, and I managed to get through it. And then he had Mace available to help him with Padme against my Grand Inquisitor, which I was really banking on him not having that Padme Mace team available. So again, when he used that, Mace was on his deathbed. He was so close to dead, in which case we would have won, but instead he got like 55 stacks of courage because he was so debuffed and so close to dead, and then he just like killed the rest of my team instantly. So you know, again, like that, I would have probably beat a lesser Padme team, but he had all the relics, and I mean, that's just how it goes. So, anyways, folks, good match to my opponent. No excuses on my end. I got outplayed and lost. You know, you go to the top group and you expect to lose, and you know, these guys are great players. They have great accounts, and you know, it's just a spectacle. So, good match to inFinem, and thank you all so much for watching. And remember that in all things, Xaereth